Afternoon, everybody. How are you? Today is Monday, the 8th of April. It's day 8 of our month of movement, and I thought I'd try and get a little quick stretch in now because I'm soon going to head to the airport. So I might do another one later tonight when I get to my hotel, or I might just crash and sleep, but we'll see. But for today, I want us to start standing. So come and stand into the space. You don't need lots of room around you, but you just want a little bit of space so you can move your body without kind of holding back. And you're going to stand in a parallel position to begin with, and you're just going to start by circling through the shoulders. So you're just going to take a little moment to note how it feels in both directions. Maybe wriggle your toes whilst you're standing there. Check in how the body's feeling today. How has your Monday gone so far? What are the thoughts you're telling yourself about your Monday so far? Can you change those to be more positive, to look at them in a different perspective? Okay, and then just shake off through the hands and maybe pad through the feet. You're just kind of getting yourself into space because we are just going to lengthen through the side of the body today. So you're having a little pad through the feet and a shake of the hands, and then come back to your parallel position. Now what I want you to do is cross your left leg over your right. And take a little moment. Hi Body Workshop gang, how are you? Take a little moment to stabilise through the feet. So both of my feet are on the floor, but I've crossed my left foot over my right. And then I want you to keep your hips facing forward like two headlamps. So maybe wriggle through the toes. I'll show you my feet in a minute and where they are. And really stabilise through the body. So can you stand like this with the left crossed over the right? Not necessarily locking out the knees, but standing down into the full edges of the feet. And then reach your left arm up towards the ceiling. Lengthen and reach up towards the ceiling, and then start to bow over, opening through that side of the body to the other side of the room. And the body might shift a little bit, that's okay. And the hip might go that way, and the ribs are going to fan open. Now in order to counterbalance yourself, can you bring your bottom arm, your right arm, across the front of your body, and imagine two people are pulling on either end of you. Stay here and breathe into the side that's really exposed. Feel it widen and open, expanding. And then even when you soften and sigh your breath, it gets bigger and bigger. So it's not closing, it's not contracting. Now can you keep your arms in this position, this lovely side bend, and unhook the left foot? So you come and stand with the feet back into a parallel position, but you're still reaching. Then what I want you to do is soften around your breastbone. So you let this arm move forward. It's almost like you're doing a roll down. You come through to center, arms relax down and unroll all the way up to standing. So this is almost like a little pivot point that you move around. And then I want you to take your right leg across your left. Again, so now I've just placed my foot across, so just stepping across. Feet are finding the floor. We're not allowing ourselves to be on tiptoes. So, just for example, you're just crossing the feet over each other. That's all that's happening. And then you square the hips off to the front again. So, you cross the right leg over the left, and you take a little wriggle to make sure your hips are facing forward. I mean, you might want to do this in front of a mirror as well and have me on the floor somewhere so you can keep an eye. Reach your right arm up towards the ceiling. Same thing, lengthen and reach through the fingertips. And you'll feel this pull almost from the right hip to begin with. And then start to soften and reach over to the opposite side of the body. The right hip may move a little bit, that's totally fine, but can you fan open through the right ribs and you hang out? And again, cut across the body to counterbalance you. So again, like someone's pulling on either arm, and that opposition, that push-pull in either direction is what keeps you balanced. Again, inhale into the side of the body that's exposed. Exhale and soften. Maybe wriggle the fingers. Check in where your weight is through your feet. And then you unhook the right foot. You keep that reach over to the side of the room. Soften around your breastbone, your sternum, to come back through to center. This is really similar to a kind of Cunningham exercise I used to do with students when I was a dance teacher. So now I want you to take your legs wide. Not very wide, but they're wider than hip width, and you can take a little soft bend in the knees. This allows you to keep the pelvis really soft and the sitting bones open, as opposed to locking, squeezing and flaring. So can you soften the knees? Pelvis sits nice and easy. Sitting bones are hanging down and away. Great. And then from here I want you to reach your arms out towards the sides of the room, so lovely and wide. On an exhalation, that pivot point, that softening point, I want you to exhale and soften like you're squeezing a big beach ball. Inhale and open. Exhale, soften and contract almost. Inhale and open. Exhale, soften. Inhale, reaching wide. Exhale, soften. So it's that upper thoracic flexion. Inhale, open. And then from here, we're going to soften and bend in the elbows. And they're going to come down through the body as you take a little squat. And then lengthen and reach all the way back up. And again, soften. You can see I'm turning the palms to face me. So I'm just playing around with the position of my shoulder blades, my scapula a little bit. And then reach and lengthen up. On this next one, soften. The knees are going over the toes. Take a soft squat. Sitting bones are lovely and wide. Elbows drop down. If it's comfortable, can you send your sitting bones back behind you? Start to straighten the legs and come into what we would call a flat back. And your flat back may not be perpendicular with the floor today. It might be on an angle. And then I want you to drop down and catch the arms and peel the jumper off. We're going to do that one more time. So you're melting, fold in the elbows, soften down, fold at the hips, bend at the knees. Then send your sitting bones back behind you, almost like you're sticking your bottom out. And send the arms reaching out to the sides of the body, sides of the room, length through the top of the head, send your sitting bones back behind you. Drop and catch and pick something up. Peel off that imaginary jumper, push the ceiling away. Inhale here for me. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale and drop the arms. Cool. Just a little stretch for today because I have a client arriving downstairs to teach as well. But hopefully I'll see you on the road over the next 2 weeks as well whilst I'm on holiday. It's going to be interesting, but hopefully it'll be lots of fun. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you all again soon. Take care, guys.